Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is you're tuning in. So, I'm going to show you how to make some really fun, simple pockets, using up some more scraps and leftovers and things like that. So these are very simple little bag pockets that I have sewn across the bottom. I'm going to show you a sew method and a no sew method. These are super simple, super quick. These are ones I already did. I made a huge stack of these the other day. These ones all still need to be decorated and whatnot and finished up a little bit, but I made a huge stack because I'm trying to go through some of my scrap bins and just keep on keeping on here. So these pockets, I just grabbed my little journal real quick just to kind of give you an example of how these can go. So these can go in a journal like this, and depending on how you glue them in, you could have just a single pocket, or you can make a double pocket. You could just glue the sides and have a corner tuck. There's lots of different ways that you can put these in, or you could just leave them as is, as like a little pouch to contain stuff, and then tuck the whole thing in a pocket. I have this one that I made that goes sideways, so this one goes this way. So kind of depends. You should make sure that you can see this. Yeah, scooch up a little bit like that. Okay, so that's just a couple of examples there. And once again, I was just going through my scrap bin, trying to use up leftovers and strange pieces of paper and whatnot. So I grabbed a few things to show you, and then we'll decorate a couple too. But I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet. So those are the ones I decorated the other day. So all you need is some paper, and it could be any kind of paper. So here's one of my scraps I grabbed. So let's just do this one. All you're going to do is tear your top edge. Okay, super simple. Now flip it over, fold it like so, glue your flap down, and I'm just going to use, this is a Craft Bond Elmer's glue stick. Get the cap off. I'm putting this here, give it a good smoosh like so. Okay, now if you wanted to sew it, you would just simply stitch across this edge. So I'm gonna let this dry for a second. Let's make one more. This is some leftover book page, and I thought these would be kind of fun too. They're a little bit lighter weight, but they'll be fun. So bottom edge is rough. You can make them as big or as small as you want. Like I said, I just went through my scrap bin and grabbed a bunch of stuff that was not really big enough for pages or was left over from some other things. There was just stuff in my bin that I was using up. So I'm like, I gotta tackle the scraps because we just keep making them and keep making them. So that just goes down there. Now that would be ready to go. So these are really simple. So pretty much you're almost there. This one definitely would be fun to sew since it's got this edge down here. Let's do this one like this. Okay, I did this a bunch too, where I took papers and went the opposite direction, and then I did a couple at a time, and I'll show you what I did. So let's go with this here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be like, actually this rough edge I'm going to put on top, I think. Yeah. All right. So we're just gluing along the edge. You can use any kind of paper. You could use just whatever. So now I'm gonna let that glue dry just for a minute. Maybe I won't. Okay, I just want to look and see where my fold is. So I'm just gonna rip this in half. And now I have two pockets. So you can have the orientation be whichever way you want it. So this one, I'm going to show you, actually I'm going to use this one to show the no-sew method. So you could just simply glue that if you wanted to. If you want to be a little bit more fancy, you can take a scissors and go nip and nip like that. Just take those corners off. Doesn't have to be anything special. And now we're going to fold this to where our little spot is to give us a good crease. And then I'm going to cut this part off right here. So we have this fold crease here. Okay, so like so. Now I'm going to take a little bit heavier glue on this flap, and I'm just going to glue this flap down. Like so. So that would be one way to do a no-sew method. These are very similar to like if you're going to make a seed packet pocket. So you could do the same flap on the top, and I do those a bunch as well. But I thought these were fun with the torn edge and stuff. So there's that. Now, same thing. Let's do it with this one as well. We're going to go just angle your cut. And this reduces a little bit of bulk in your journal if you do it this way. Now we're going to fold, and you know what? I like this there, so I'm going to turn it the other way. I want that on the front. It's also a good way to pick which way you want things to go. Make sure I'm in frame here. And then I'm just cutting that off like that. Little glue. You can use glue stick, use your favorite glue, whatever, it's fine. Smoosh it, and we're good to go. So there's two done just like that. And then this one, let's just glue the bottom, leave it rough. So I'm just gonna put the glue right in here, make a good bead to glue that closed. Okay, so there you go. We just made several, oh wait, I have this guy too. Same thing. Oh, you know what? You could do a double pocket even. Hey, look at that. Let's do a double. Making things happen right here. That's kind of fun. I don't know. Do we like that? Do we not like that? We like it. Let's do it. Let's go glue here. I'm just gluing up the side. Sometimes those things you come up with when you're in the heat of things, those are fun little things that happen. Now that bottom is closed now too. You know what else we can do? We can make a little thumb hole up here. That's kind of fun like that, but we're gonna make a little bit bigger hole. So this is just a circle punch. Doesn't like this thin paper. It's fine. It's cool. Okay, and then that's there. Let's give this one a little bit of a tear out here. Just tear it. All right, now on to decorating. So we've got, let's do one of these, one of those. And then I have a couple that I already prepped here too. So real fast. Let's do, I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna do this guy in a purple. So you can crunch up your paper. So I had already crumpled this up and then flattened it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of ink to show those creases. So I'm just running it across all those rumples with my ink to pick up all those little creases that are on the paper from crumpling it up. And then I'm going to go all the way around the outside because I just think it makes a funnish look. You do you. Whatever your heart tells you you want. I like using colorful ink. I don't always just use like distress style ink. As in, when I say that, I mean like browns and stuff like that to make them look aged. You don't have to do the back if you're not going to see it. If you are going to see it, decorate the back too. So that one's inked. Let's see, let's do, since we're inking, we'll ink everybody at the same time. We got a purple, let's do a green. I have my green here already ready. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this guy. That's nice. Pretty. This is on like this pearlescent paper. It's really fun. And I didn't really like it because I don't know if you can see the inside. It didn't really go with a lot of stuff because it has kitties on it, but everybody's got their style that they like or dislike. So sometimes look at the back of your papers because you might like what's going on there better. And let's just do this guy really quick too. Maybe we'll just decorate these three in brown. I want a good brown. Let's do this dark. See if this is dark enough. So I'm gonna go around the edge. That's not as dark as I want. Let's go darker, darker. I like this brown better. Maybe I should have done a contrast. It's okay. And this is leftover paper that I use on my table like this when I'm doing a lot of inking and painting. I'm going to get the inside here a little bit. And if you don't like how your edge is, see that you want more to show so that something is more obvious, that you put something in it, just tear it a little more. There. Okay, then, so those are inked. Let's see, I made some more clusters. Let's grab a couple clusters. So we're going to decorate this guy and this guy and this one. These three. So we need to find a cluster for each one. Make sure, scooch down a little. All right, let's see. This is fun. I like that. That's nice there. Maybe that side. Okay. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, you can go there. It's a fun place for you. And we need one for this brown one. What have we got? Oh, this is kind of cool. Let's do that one. All right, so when you have these clusters, makes it super easy to just throw some stuff together. Now, I want to ink these clusters up a little bit that we made. These are some Scrappy clusters. And I just grabbed the brown that I had here on my desk. There's enough ink left on it that I just want to hit the edges of this a little bit. And then that one's going to go there. I'm going to do the same with this one. Just to give them a little bit more texture. Just inking around there. I'm going to do this one with the green. Yeah. These are just some clusters I threw together. And then I had grabbed just a stack of like random stickers and stuff. And I just am like, okay, let's just use up some stuff. Stuff that's been hanging out. Now I want to add a little bit more texture. I have some other scraps hanging out here too. Let's do I want this or do I want some fabric or something? Let me see what I got. See what I got over here in my corner. Oh, here's a piece of lace. Oh, that'll look nice on this one. Okay, so we're gonna put some lace on here. Let's make that ink stand out a little. I'm gonna put a little green on it. I love it. All right, that's gonna go there. Or do we want it here? Oh, that's pretty. Let's do it that way. Let's do it. All right, so I'm going to use some fabric tack for this since it's a little bit more textured. So just some fabric tack there. Put this lace down. And then on the back of this, like so. Okay. So that one's done. And then if you wanted to add a little bit more, you totally could. You could do some stamping, some other things. I'll show you a couple more that I used some other decorative things the other day. So that one's done. Okay, friend, what would you like to do? Who do you want to be? What do you want to be when you grow up? Some blue? Is that too much? I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Don't hate it, but I don't love it. Oh, this is fun. I'm just digging. I have like a little junk pile. That's cool. Man, okay. Maybe. This is a piece of wood. I don't know what I was going to use it for, but for some reason it ended up on my desk again. I kind of love it. It's a little thick. But maybe not with that. Sadness. Okay. Not with that. Answers. Not with that. What else we got happening over here? I want some fabric or trim texture. Something interesting. Sticking out. I have another piece of that white lace. Would that be okay? It actually does look nice. Let's do it. Same thing, I guess, but I'm not going to color this one. And my glue is deciding to be gooey. Boop. Okay. Okay, that's going there. And then I'll throw it on the back of this. It's been raining here several times this week. We had some nasty storms. Nothing bad for us, but okay, that one's done. I have my garden almost planted. A few more things that I got to get out there very, very soon. Oh, what's that? It's an interesting thing. Oh, you know what? Let's put it on top right here. And let's, just for some extra texture. And I'm going to staple it right there. Yeah, that's fun. Let's do it. Okay. Some fabric tack again. I like that. Just a little bit of extra texture. Now, I wanted to show you another, so I was working on some other things and I had some leftover texture paste and these were sitting here and I'm like, oh, let's do that. So this has just some texture paste on it. So what I'm going to do to bring that, it's a little white. So so this is just some texture paste that has been dried and I'm just inking the edges of this same thing. So you can go all out with these. You can do anything you want, you know, have fun with them. And then this one also, I kind of left this one open because I wasn't sure what I was doing, but I think we are going to glue it today. So I'm going to just glue that in there. Stick that down. Yep, it's raining again. So hopefully I'll be able to glue that closed. There we go. Just wipe that off so it doesn't stick. Okay, so same thing, but I'm going to hit this one with, let's see if I got purple left on here. Yes. So just inking over those little things. So let's see if we have a couple more clusters that we can throw onto these guys. Some small ones maybe. This one's kind of fun. What else do we have? I need something different and interesting. I need to make a few smaller clusters too, it looks like. Oh, hey, you're fun. Kind of like that. I like that one. Okay, so now we need a smaller. Do I have any tinies? Little guys, just a little guy. Dropping them on the floor. I need to make smaller clusters. I have a lot of big ones. It looks like, oh, is that small? That's not. That is really big. I don't hate it, but it's really big. And then back down to my old ones. Yep, definitely got to make some newer ones or smaller ones. These are all real big. Yep. Okay, so I guess we'll just find something else then. I'll pick up that one later that I dropped on the floor. Let's see. I have some butterflies here. Do I have a butterfly that'll go with this? Here's a little tiny guy. Let's do you. Perfect. And I've got a little tag. So I also went through my scraps the other day, and I just took some of the paper that I liked, and I was like, oh, these will be fun to just stamp. So let's see, do we have, there's a black. Oh, let's do the black. And I have a white ink pad. Let's do this. I'm just gonna ink the edges of this black one. Okay, I like that. I dig it. And then should be about set. Okay, that doesn't want to go back in right now either. Nothing wants to behave itself. I'm just gonna ink this a little tiny bit. I don't like white edges on stuff. That's the other thing. And sometimes with these pre-made die cuts, they have a white edge, like so you can see the cut edge. I personally don't like it. If you like it, that is totally fine. Now you need one little tiny scrap of something. One little tiny something. What have we got? What have we got? We've got orange and purple happening. Oh, what's this? A piece of gold? Ooh, okay, let's do it. I think that's going to be heavy duty. Let's go ahead and staple this together right on its body. Perfect. And now right in here. And voila. Another cute little tag. Or tag, pocket. This is a pocket, Nancy, that wants to keep being glued closed. There it goes. All right, so there's another tiny. Let's get this guy going. I want to hit this so it stands out better. Let's do a dark brown again. So right on there. I'm going to be a little bit more careful with this one because I want fine edges. And this is some pieces of book fly that I had left over, and part of a postcard that had some writing on it that I had used for some other things. So yep, just stuff that was in my scrap bin. And let's go ahead and ink this guy. So this is why when I know I've shown a video before of me making these little clusters. This is why I don't do a lot with them ahead of time, because I like to make them match whatever it is I'm working on. Now, I do need some other texture behind there, but what to do? I have a piece of this. Will that be enough? Oh, hey, what are you? What are you? I have some brown fabric. Little scrippy scrap of fabric here. Oh, yep, there we go. Perfect. Like that. And then I saw another one here. Let's do this one down here like that. Oh, perfect. Okay, love it. Love it. Make you stand up a little bit. Okay. All right, let's glue this bad boy down. So, just that quick, guys, how you can throw these together. I think that was about there. And then that was about there, and this was over here. I think it'll be fine. So let's go like this. Get that like that. It wasn't exactly how I had it before, but I like it. Perfect. Beautiful. Ooh, gooeys, gooeys, gooeys. Ah. So we always have a little paper towel or a wet wipe handy. When you get a little out of control, smoosh that bad boy down. Okay, there you go, guys. Real quick little tutorial there, showing you how to use up some more scraps. So there's one. Oh, look on my camera here. Boop. There you go. One there. One there. All right, so there we have it. Real quick, scrappy pockets. I hope you guys liked this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And most of all, art with your heart. Bye, guys. Have a great day.